Hello, hello, hello. Let's wait for some people to get in here. We set the mood here. Where's the camera? There it is. Should probably put like a little sticky right there. Remember to talk to the camera. No, not myself. I'm gonna stick it right here. It's on the back. Okay. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have one person in. That means we have started live. Welcome. Introduce yourself and let me know where you are at in the world. My name is Queen Tasha. If this is your first time seeing my face, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. We are going to talk about some interesting things coming up, so stay tuned to that. Just waiting for some people to get in. Hey Patrick, what's up? What's up? Make sure you introduce yourself to the chat and let me know where you're coming from and how you're feeling today. You know? All right. Let's see. It's 90 degrees. Hey, it's Robin. Hey, Robin. You're in DC. Alrighty. I'm going to be making my way through there. I probably won't stop there. On my way up to New York. Well, let's see. What time is that? 7:02. I'm going to go ahead and set the mood. I already got the music going. I'm going to light a candle that I got from the meetup that I'm going to talk about, made by House of Lucia, and it's got some herbs in it, and it's got a little crystal in it, so set the mood. I already got crystals on the table, and I'm going to light some sage. It's 60 degrees in upstate New York. I think I was picked 90. I still would choose 90. It's been pretty chilly here. It's been pretty nice here in North Carolina, which is where I'm at right now. It's been up and down weather. It was like 90 one day, and then it was like 70, and then 80. It's kind of bouncing all over the place. But just setting the mood with some sage, clearing the space. Anybody that's here, you want to take a couple deep breaths? All right, I'm going to turn this down. And I'm going to put the sage over here. Yo, the North Carolina pollen indeender is unreal here. I forgot how much it was awful. I came here not prepared, and it got me. I have been going through it, and but I know how to heal myself, and so I will be just fine. This is one of those things. Nice tea brew to do all fantastic things throughout the body. So, cheers to that. Anyways, we'll jump right into it. So, in today's live, I just wanted to go over some updates on new videos that I am planning to put out, and then also get you guys' input on some videos that you guys might want to see. I'm also going to talk about my travel plans coming up, and and then past meetups that I just went to, and then potential new meetups in late future. So, and then some other things at the end as well. So stick around to the end to hear about that. Oh yeah, and please don't forget to hit the like button. That will let people know to keep on coming. And the algorithm of things, of the magical world of YouTube. So yeah. So recently I just went to the Black Nomads meetup, and that was like such a dope event. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I wanted to put that video out like right now while it's like fresh and popping and everybody's still feeling the energy and the vibe and the nostalgia of that event. I was hosting that event, and I was also catering that event in a sense. So I got as much footage as I could get, and you know, I borrowed some things from some people's. So it's a nice little video right now. It's almost done. It's like I would say it is 89% done. 89% done. I'm putting the music to it right now, which is my favorite part, because I like to be jamming to my videos. And then I will put that video out next. So stay tuned to that. That will be out hopefully no later than Thursday. I'm going to try to like pop it out as soon as it's done. So it might be tomorrow. It might be Thursday. We'll see what happens. So also, if you are a loyal subscriber and you have been keeping up with my travel adventures, right now I am still in that video world of time. I am in Arizona. I am not in Arizona right now. I haven't been for months, but I am gonna go back after I do that video. I'll probably put out also the Black Travel Tribe meetup and caravan that I did leading up to the Black Nomads meetup, like maybe right after that, maybe before that, I don't know. I'm really like cutting both of those at the same time, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to put those ones out kind of like right now, and then like go back and show you how I got there. So technically in the YouTube world of videos, I'm still in Arizona. I did not too much in Arizona. I do want to show some highlights of Phoenix and Tucson when I met West Hippie Bus. And then I kind of scooted on through to Texas because I wanted to get to San Antonio to pick up a package, and then I wanted to go to the beach. So I have some footage from the beach down there and being in Corpus Christi, which was on accident. Like I just like went down there and I was like, oh yeah, this is where Selena is from. Oh, and there's like a huge statue of her right there, like by the water. So it was super cool. So I want to show you guys some of that. And then my Florida adventures, like I got back to Florida in the quickness. Like, as you know, like as I was traveling back in Texas, right before Snowpocalypse, I was in Corpus Christi and I saw that storm coming and I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So sorry. And I scooted on, had a little breakdown, thought I was gonna get stuck into that. Thankfully, the universe sent me somebody to help me out, got me to Florida, and I took a break with my friend Bree. This is her shirt, by the way. Same shirt, different country. Shout out to Bree if you're watching. And sorry, I just looked out the window and there's like, I have a mosquito net and there's like 3 to 5 mosquitoes that are just like looking in like, what are you doing in there? but they can't get in. Anyways, so yeah, I did a U-turn around. I say U-turn around Florida. When I got back to Florida, like I mentioned before, I think in my last live, is that I wanted to travel while I was in Florida. I've lived in Florida, and then I've been a snowbird in Florida, but like just in one spot. Like I didn't travel. So that was the goal this time, and I managed to successfully do that goal. And it was quite an adventure. So I want to show you all of that. I am also no longer in Florida. Like I said, I'm in North Carolina. And so I did that, and then did the meetup and the caravan that brought me to Georgia, and then now in North Carolina. And right now in North Carolina, I'm just chilling, making my rounds around to family, and then trying to catch up on a whole bunch of stuff. Like videos, which is why I'm telling you this thing, and this is why I decided to just do a live, because like trying to like force out a video, it was not gonna happen like over the weekend. So I was with family hanging out, but I want to get back to pumping out videos because I'm excited about all the content that I have already filmed that I just have to go through and edit and all that stuff. But new stuff that I want to share with you is something that I've been mentioning. If you've been following me on in some of the videos, I've been doing a little bit of freestyle dancing. And for me, that's been like a little sneak peek of like my expression of like me having my journey back to dance. If you don't know, this degree back here is a fine arts mentor, Bachelor of Arts, so in dance. I was a ballerina and a modern dancer. That was the program, the main emphasis in our program at the school that I went to, which was UNCG. And I kind of tried to do that as a career in a multitude of different ways. And I had a lot of fun getting my education, and then I had quite a bit of fun after, the aftermath, when you're on that high, like, yes, I'm going to be a professional dancer. Let's do this. Like, I moved to Atlanta. Like, I had a dope experience in Atlanta, like meeting a bunch of people. I went and auditioned for So You Think You Can Dance. Like, I had my own little cruise show performance when I worked on the cruise ship. Because when I worked on the cruise ship, which was in my early 20s, I was there to the hospitality and like the restaurant, but like they had a cruise show, which it was basically a talent show, and for anybody else that wasn't part of like the production team. And so yeah, I had a little burlesque type of show. I can't remember what was the name of the song that I did it. I think it was Fever by Peggy Lee. Yeah, I think it might have been that. But that was a hit, and I love doing that. That was fun. But at some point, like, my Leo ego was not ready for disappointment. And so at some point it kind of like broke my spirit. So I just kind of like gave up on it. I was like, I don't want to talk about it. I'm not dancing. I'm not doing anything. And that really like stunted a lot of my growth in all ways of life. And so slowly, since I've been doing this life and having the freedom in this life, I've been just having little moments where like I catch myself dancing. I have little dance parties inside my RV. It's very limited in what I can do. But like if I have a large space, open space where I feel like nobody's watching, but I really don't care if anybody's watching, but I got to feel like nobody's watching. And I just have a moment of dance, and it's like this freeing of a lot of resistance that has been holding me back from a lot of things. So the videos coming up will be my journey back to dance. Long story short, I want to do I have like a way that I want to do it, so let me know if you're down with this, some thumbs up here. So my initial inspiration for dance was Janet Jackson. And I'm sure a lot of young black girls have that same. If you're millennial from the 80s, like you probably started dancing from Janet or Paula or Madonna, oh, all that back in the day. But the way that Janet and Michael did the collaboration of like dance to music, the music to the visuals, whether it was just like a full out dance routine, but like just the way that they captured the visuals and it made sense with the song. And it was such a golden gem of that time. They don't do stuff like that anymore. Not really. But anyways, I want to start with Janet. So I want to do a couple of Janet tributes of like me relearning some choreography. One of my favorite dances is If. The If dance. That. And then Rhythm Nation is one of my favorite songs. I actually did that song as my senior choreography piece in college, and I redid, like I did a moment where like we just did the choreography as like a tribute, but like most of all of it was original choreography, and I cannot find that footage. I had a VHS of it, and I cannot find it for the life of me. But I want to go back to that little moment of that. And then I was thinking about relearning a palm routine, because my brother my brother Dante that you've seen in my first video and the video I took him to the beach. He's like a dancer, and he's been doing it since he was 2, but he knows how to recall from videos. Like he can just watch videos over and over again and then just learn it from that. And not even over and over again, like a couple times, and then he's got it. His brain just picks it up and then it just like translates into his body. And like one day he was like, I thought everybody did that. And I was like, no, that's a special skill. That's a special skill. But yeah, so he used to do our old palm routines. Like I have videos. If I can transfer that video from VHS to DVD, I've done it before, but then I broke the DVD. But I have footage of my little brother when he was 2 and 3 years old, like just doing whole palm routines, not just ours, me and my sisters who were on the palm team. Other schools that did it. Like he had his favorites, and he would like know the whole thing. Like as a 2 and 3-year-old boy, like translating it. It wasn't like exact, but like you knew based on what he was seeing, like, and the way that he was translating it in his body, like that he understood. So it's a skill. So I want to relearn an old palm routine. I actually, the palm routine that I was a part of my senior year, I was co-captain of the palm team. And that year when it was time to like plan our competition, I was like, yo, we should do a whole theme. Because I used to like religiously watch like palm competitions from like college and like elite competition teams. And at some point that became a trend, and it hadn't translated over into the schools. And I was like, yo, we need to do a theme. And I was like, let's do a military theme, because I did ROTC for 2 years in high school. And I was like, we should do a military theme. There was this song out that was like hot, that had like this military themed video. And I was like, yes, let's do this. And yo, we cleaned up that year. We won every competition. I won captain at one of the competitions that I was captain for that, and went to states, cleaned up. First team there. And I was like, yes. So it would be dope to relearn that routine. And then also there's a app out there called Stizzy. And it's basically an app where you can like learn routines from different choreographers all over, from all different genres of dance to all different types of choreographers all over the world. And the way that they have the platform set up, it seems pretty seamless and easy to like learn routines, even if you don't know how to dance, because they break it down. They have a way for you to like slow it down, stop, rewind it. I've watched the videos about it, but I haven't done it. But they have a free trial, and then I think it's like $100 for the year. So I'm gonna get into that, and I will film that stuff too. So those are videos that are coming up in the future. So what I want to know from you guys is, one, do you care about any of it? And two, do you have any suggestions? I'm taking notes. Put it in the comments below. We'll take a little break and let me look at. I don't know how to look at the comments. Let's see. I have a VHS DVD converter. Cool. Bring that. Rhythm Nation album's hot. Yes, it is. I want to do like a little mix. Like there's so many songs that I just want to just like do like a tribute mix. There was somebody that's done this already, but it would be dope to do. I was still a dancer back then. Old school. It was production for real. Yeah. Yay. Okay. Hi from North Carolina, Lisa. Hey. Is that David's mom? No. David's mom's last name is Davis. Yes, it was really cool meeting you in person. And okay, yeah. All right. So, anybody have any suggestions? That would be cool to see your dance videos. Yes, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to make them. I'm excited to see how. I've been watching some YouTube University to like see how to film it. I think I'm really great at like post-production. At least I feel like I'm pretty good at post-production. Like I like doing the editing part at least and putting the music to it and all of that part. But the filming, I don't always have the patience to just like put the camera up, go. And not to say that I don't know how to do stuff, and I do stuff. It's just, it would be so much easier if there was somebody following me around the camera. But yeah, so that is videos. So I didn't see any other suggestions, so we will move on. If you have any suggestions, put it down there. Yes, it will definitely make my spirit happy. Okay, so moving on to updates in my travel plans. I am still currently under construction of figuring that out. I have a journal now for my travel plans. And I have made it to where I have got. But I have some ideas. So I have some ideas how I'm going to spend the rest of July here in North Carolina. I want to go out to the beach. I've just discovered that there's some BLM type camping out there by the beach. And you could stay in like a campground, and it's either not too far from the beach or it's like right on the beach somehow. Don't ask me. I'm still looking into that. I also have a free stay at an RV park for a week that I'm going to try to take my mom to. And then I'm going to hop, skippity skip out of here at the end of July to head north because I want to go to Niagara Falls for my birthday. And yes, Patrick, that includes you in those plans. If anybody else is in the upstate New York and knows anything about it, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. But I did decide one thing is I thought originally that I wanted to like go and stay at like a park or something like that for my birthday, but I think I'm gonna just go stay at a hotel and treat myself to like a hotel for like 3 nights during my birthday, like the day before, the day of, and the day after, something like that. Just because that will be nice. That will be nice. But past that, I haven't really like planned anything. I just know I want to be at Niagara Falls to see the falls for my birthday. I don't know how you see it. If you hike to it, you get on a boat, whatever, I'm down. But I do know generally I want to be in that northeast area for the rest of the summer. That is my travel plans. I just found out about an event that I do plan on going to once they figure out the rest of the logistics. But it's called AfriCamp, and it's another like Black Nomads meetup kind of thing, but it's not with Black Nomads meetup. And it's August 13th through the 15th in Bloomfield, Kentucky. Bloomfield, Connecticut, which is right over there. My birthday is August 4th, Leo. Hey. Hold on, let me take some tea. Let's get licks up, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So I plan on going to that event. If everything comes together right, because I'll be in that area. What I'll do is I'll just like cross over and do like Albany, because I kind of want to see what's in that area. And then I could go to Connecticut. Bloomfield, Connecticut. Yes, Bloomfield, Connecticut. They're doing it. They don't have much details on it yet, but I know one of the planners reached out to me for some advice, and so I know they're still like in the planning process, but I know it's coming up soon. Hey girl, hey. Tell me who you are and where you're coming from. You're in Connecticut? Yay! I mean, I won't be there for a while, but I will be in that general area. So if you stay up there, I will get you. Speaking of that, so yeah, I want to do a little bit of New York. I'll probably just do the Bloomfield, Connecticut. That will take me off in the Connecticut little box. I'm really interested in Vermont for whatever reason. I want to go there and have aged cheddar and maple syrup. Like I don't know why, but that. And then like there's like a river that like goes down, I think the whole state, and so like there's really cool nature stuff out there too. So, and there's legal dispensaries. So that's why I want to go there. And then if anybody knows what's going on in New Hampshire, I haven't really figured out what I'm going to do there. And then I want to do Maine. And so once I get to Maine, I want to host another Black Travel Tribe meetup. I'm also wanting to figure out from the YouTubers, like, are you guys interested in like meetups along the line, as far as like just to meet up, not to camp, but like just to hang out. But yeah, so I plan to be in Maine, and I'll probably do a Black Travel Tribe meetup up there. I was looking at Arcadia. I think it's called Arcadia National Park. That looks dope. That whole area looks pretty cool. And it's like on the coast, so like that's my jam. So I was thinking about doing that in late September or early October, but I haven't really started planning that. Like that's just in my mind where I think I will be, because I want to go to Salem for Halloween, because West Hippie Bus is gonna go out there and they love Halloween too, and I would love to hang out with people who are just as enthusiastic to dress up for Halloween in mini costumes as I am. So I plan on doing that. And then probably shortly after that, like on November 2nd, I will be headed out of the Northeast to get out of the cold, because I'm sure it will be cold by then. But I'm going to sacrifice that. But in that time, I will also go to Boston. I have family in Boston. I want to stop there. I have some other friends in Boston. So that's where I will stop around in that time before I head back down south for the winter. And then I plan to go meet up with a friend down in the DR for December. That is the rest of the year, I guess. Yeah. So I will be in Florida back November, and then I will be getting the heck out of this country for at least a month in December. And so yeah, those are my travel plans. So if anybody wants to meet up along the way, please make sure you're following me on Instagram at Queen Tasha's Empire. And also, I have a Facebook group called Black Travel Tribe. If you are on Facebook, I'm not always on there. I think I'm going to probably start an Instagram at some point, but I already have 2 Instagrams and I'm having a hard enough time managing one. But maybe I will ask for help and see if anybody wants to help manage that page. That would be great. So yeah, I think that's an update on video topics and things. And then also my travel plans. Does anybody have travel plans that they would like me to know about? Let's see. Go to Brattleboro, Vermont. Really cool artsy city. Ooh, let me write that down. Let's put that here in the front. Ooh, where'd it go? Brattleboro, Vermont. Artsy city. Okay, that sounds good. How do you hold it and then get rid of that? So this is what? I don't know what that means. Anyways. Yay, we're back. Yo, technology be fucking with me every time. It's because they know I know about the Matrix. Anyways, I did forget to mention something when I was talking about my journey back to dance videos. I am looking for anybody who wants to dance and or do video collaborations, and or do TikTok collaborations, because I do plan on putting some stuff on TikTok. I think that would be fun. I think that would make it funner than just making videos. So, because I be watching TikTok videos and I think they're cute, but I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to do it. But I do really want to do it. Anyways, moving on to the next topic. Let's see if we can get some people back. Who's still here? Let's see. I don't know what happened before. Welcome to live chat. Remember to go out privacy. Let's see. Okay, people are coming back. Hello. Okay. Hello. It's weird that this happens almost every time, right? But it's all good. Anyways, we're going to continue. We are going to continue. So, the next thing that I wanted to share is how the Black Nomads Meetup and the Black Travel Tribe Meetup was, to kind of give you some, precursors to the videos that will come out soon. Thank you for coming back. So, I'll start with the Black Travel Tribe Meetup and Caravan. So, I've been wanting to do my own little, group thing for a while now, as far as like bringing people together and having like a platform as far as traveling with other Black nomads. And I've kind of done it along the way, like as an impromptu thing, like where I was like, oh yeah, this would be cool. Like I was going to meet one other person and then somebody else came, and then I was like, okay, we're having a meetup, right? And so those have happened kind of on accident, and then this one was actually planned. So I wanted to do one of my own personal travel goals while I was in Florida was to go to some natural springs and to go and camp on the free land that's down there. And I was doing quotations because it is free, but like it's not like BLM land in the West where you could just like roll up, park, and be good. Like you have to have a permit. The permit is free, but you have to like go online, strategically plan where you're gonna go, because like some of the waterland or wildlife management reservations, you can do it only up to 30 days. It has to be exactly 30 days. When some of them it's like 2 weeks, some of them it's like 6 months. Like there's no telling. no telling. So yeah, I organized that at Lake Panisofsky, which is in the Leesburg area. It's like Central Florida, central-ish. It's like Central West Florida. And that was really cool. Everybody that came, shout out to Jordan and Jaylene, J&J. They are those outliers on Instagram. Shout out to Locked in Faith, Havanya, and shout out to my best friend Bree. She's at BreedNet84. She's been in some of my videos too. And then shout out to Renetta, who came with her, and her name is Inked Agape on Instagram. And then yeah, that was everybody. That was everybody that came down to the lake, and we camped out, and that was everybody's first time like camping out in nature. So it was a learning curve for everybody. J&J got there early, so they kind of like broke themselves in. They was getting tore up by the bugs. And, I came and rescued them with my natural stuff. So, but yeah, the Florida bugs are savages. Okay, you think you know a bad mosquito. You come to Florida and they will show you differently. Because we have two different types of things that bite you that look like mosquitoes. There's regular mosquitoes who bite you through your clothes. That's why I call them savages. You can cover up your feet, everything, thinking you're doing something. Oh, they're not gonna get me. I'm covered up. Nah, they bite you right through your clothes. It's savages. And then there's these tiny little bugs called the no-see-ums. And if you're from Florida, you know what I'm talking about. Those no-see-ums. See, mosquitoes, when they bite you, you don't feel them land on you or bite you. You feel it after they leave. And you're like, oh, it got me. Because you can feel after they leave. With the no-see-ums, you feel them biting you, but you can't really see them. Like they're like little tiny little gnats. Like tiny with little tiny white wings. They look like a little gnat. And they'll tag one arm just savagely. Just don't give a fuck. They tear you up. And both of those two type mosquitoes, and I think the no-see-ums are not considered a mosquito, but anything that bites you that's a little tiny bug is a mosquito. But they don't respond to the same sprays, like the same protection sprays and things. So yeah, you gotta watch out. You gotta be prepared. I did mention, make sure you prepare for the bugs. But it was really dope. We went on some hikes, and we played games, we played spades, and we just hung out, and we just kind of like got to know each other. That was the first time I met a bunch of people. Like the only person I knew there was Bree, and so yeah, it was really cool, and we had a really good time. And I brought walkie-talkies. I wish I would have got some walkie-talkie footage, yo. We was having a grand old time with the walkie-talkies. Like that's the one thing that I miss the most, is like having a walkie-talkie be like, hey, you up yet? You guys want to go on a hike? You guys want to have a security meeting or a safety meeting? And yeah, so that was fun. So there'll be a video about that soon. And then we caravanned. So we caravanned from Lake Panisofsky to northern Georgia, which was only like, I think it was like 5.5 hours total. and we were going to do it in 3 days. So I really wanted to like stop at some more places, and I checked with the team, and I was like, we suggested stuff, but like it was really like a team effort. Like if we all agreed that we wanted to go there, that would be cool. I mean, I had a hand in planning, but like it was really just like, hey, you guys came all the way down here, like it would be injustice for us not to go to the beach. So we went to the beach on the first day, and then we went to a springs on the second day, and that was like on the way going out. And then we stopped at Bree's friend has some land up in Georgia. It's black owned land. And we stayed there for one night, and then the next day we went to the meetup, which brings me to the Black Nomads meetup, which was a success. If you were there and attended, it was awesome. I had a really good time being the host. Like I hadn't done that in a really long time. Like it's been a while since I've planned and been the host of an event. I used to do it when I did HR, and when I used to plan my own events. That's one of the things that I do professionally. And so I volunteer my services to this event to plan out the put a little razzle dazzle on the outline and the schedule and make sure that it was fun. And then I also volunteered myself for the cooking, just for the budget and stuff like that. And so, yeah, I cooked and I hosted and I did a workshop, well, 2 workshops if you count the one that I hosted. And it was super dope. It was super dope. Yep, it was so nice. Those fire ants, though. Yeah. Every state has their bugs, yo. And that area definitely had a lot of fire ants. Yeah, that's the one thing about nature. You have to be prepared and you have to respect. They're just being bugs, you gotta go around. And you gotta protect yourself. And if a bug comes inside, see, when we're outside, it's their land. We are trespassing. So you respect it. But if they come inside here, they either go out peacefully or they die. Don't play around with the bugs. But yeah, so we went to the Black Nomads meetup, and then and that was super dope. I have some really good footage. That's why I really want to put out that video, because like I'm super hype about it still. Like I'm like, I missed a lot by having so many hats. I didn't get to go in as many rigs as I wanted to and meet as many people that I wanted to, but I did meet quite a few people and I got to do a little bit. And thanks to Adrian, who did some like little mini tours, like I've been able to see inside a couple people that I didn't get to see. So shout out to Adrian for doing those videos. But yeah, so there will be a video out about that very soon, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. And I'm excited for next year. It's gonna be bigger and better and more exciting and more shows and more dancing and more singing. But lastly, I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I am going to be taking on for myself and really building for myself in this next coming solar return. I am going to be 38, and through this time since the last solar return, a lot of things have changed and morphed and called attention, called focus, called refocus, called self-awareness, called shadow work, called lots of growth. And one of the things, that's still important to me is, manifesting abundance. And I'm a hustler. Like YouTube is, one of the things that I love to do, but I'm not really making any money from it. Like a little bit. Like it's nice when I get that little check. and I want to continue to grow it, and I really appreciate everybody that's here and that is always showing up and watching my videos and hitting the like button and sharing and commenting and everything. I appreciate all of y'all for doing that. But I do definitely want to move to the business side of YouTube and not use Google as my main source of business through YouTube. In my descriptions below, in most of all of my videos, I do have a lot of the things that I do for business, but I have yet to really talk about it, like really be like, okay, yeah, this is what I do. Like, these are the other things that I'm working on behind the scenes and on a regular basis. So I will talk about a little bit of that now before I let y'all go. So one is I'm rebranding and repackaging and restructuring the way that I distribute. I have a natural deodorant line, and I started that from the idea of a friend, my friend Bree, who was like, you should sell that. And I wasn't doing anything at the time when she mentioned that. I was like taking a break from working. I had stacked up some money in my first year of RV life, and I was just like chilling. I was like, well, I can make a deodorant. Like, I make my own deodorant already. I've been making my own deodorant for years. And I've let people try it, just be like, oh yeah, try it. It works. You know, like, I've been using it. I never thought to like make it for anybody. Like, I just really wanted to, you know, change up a lot of the things that I was putting in and on my body. And so I really got into making my own natural products. And so I've been doing that for years. And so anyways, I make a deodorant. I sell it on Etsy. And right now I'm in the process of repackaging and rebranding it. And so I've shut down the shop for right now, just because I want to kind of get structured in what I'm doing. I'm going to be offering multiple sizes. The business name is completely changing. A lot of stuff is happening with that. So that should be out in the next probably 2-ish weeks. All said and done, back on the market. And I'm going to be selling it, you know, wherever I go as a little travel hustle, but also focusing on online sales and distributing that way. What else? I am also, for my fall winter project, I am going to be re-editing my book. You also see that link down in my description in all of my videos. I wrote a book. Hold on, let me grab it. This is really clear. A long time ago, by the way. And I want to re-edit it simply because, or do a second edition simply because I want to go back and see if I align with the stuff still and expand on it, update the resources. But mainly, I don't look like this anymore. So I want to change the cover to, you know, locked in beautiful. So yeah, I'm working on that project in the fall, but it is available on Amazon right now in this first edition. It has pictures with color because that's important to me as a reader, and then it's also on Kindle version as well. So if you don't want to buy the actual hard copy book, you can get the Kindle. And so yeah, that's another that's another source of income that I am going to be revamping to get the flow to recharge. And then my podcast, I also have that in the description below. I do a stoner podcast. For most of you that don't know already, I am high right now. Excuse me. And I like to smoke and then talk to my phone about funny stuff. I don't know, topics. I would like to talk with other people, which I've been trying to do. So if you smoke and you want to talk about some stuff, hit me up and we will do a podcast. But I have a podcast that trickles in a couple cents and dollars from that as well. So if you are interested in that type of content, please head over to High Moments Podcast on your streaming podcast services, which it starts on Anchor, which is where I where I record it and upload it, and they distribute it to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify bought them, and so it's mainly goes right like to Spotify right away. And then a bunch of other little subsidiary like podcast things that I don't really know all the names to, but a bunch of stuff. So I have a podcast, and then the last thing, it's not the last thing that I am working on, but it is the last thing that I plan to focus on in this solar return, which is my organizing business. I am a professional organizer. I have been for the last 15 plus years, organizing both time and space. So when I say time and space, time is event planning. I am an event planner. That's what I did. That's what I offered as my service to volunteer for the Black Nomads Meetup. And I also do space, which I organize people's houses, closets, all those different things. I have done that as well. It used to be also a cleaning service as well. I used to have cleaning. I had a cleaning business for just as long as well. And this was like it's been a side business for years, and I would like to make it more of a main source, or, side main source. But I also added this year, RV buying and consulting, or RV buying consulting, to that, because now living this life, I want to still be independent, location independent, and still have that business going. So I added virtual services to my business, and also helping people transition into this life. I've built up quite a bit of knowledge and expertise and magic, to be quite honest, to finding RVs, having an RV, renovating an RV, negotiating, knowing how to avoid scams. I have a lot of valuable knowledge to pass on, and I wish I could all do it for free, but I must charge a little bit. When I bought my first RV, I paid somebody to help me, and I paid him every time I went to a different RV, and now I know a lot of stuff, and also living in 2 different types of RVs. And having done it for 3 years now, I've racked up quite a bit of information that is very valuable, that I would like to help people do that in transition, because I realize that I am inspiring people to do it. And I have been teaching a little bit through my videos, but like, it's so much more than that. Like, it's totally like a vibe too, So it's nice to have that fairy godmother there telling you, or helping you and guiding you in the process and transitioning, because, I learn new things every day, and I'm already ahead of the game. So like, learning about, being a digital nomad in this space, like the recharge game, when I want to boondock and be wherever I want to be, like how that affects how I work, and picking locations that have good signal, and, different things and ways that I am able to live off grid, which I should probably do a video about that, but we'll get to that later on. But yeah, those are some businesses and things that I am recharging and reviving and focusing on for this solar return. So if you want to support a Black business, check out the description below. But that is all that I wanted to update you guys on. Thank you for everybody who stuck around to the end. Thank you, Patrick. I will hit you up hopefully by the end of this week about some concrete plans for my birthday, and see how we can make that a jam. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and blessings. I'm out.